What a horrible day. Week to be the Easons, David and Jenelle. Like, yesterday was horrible for them. David, we found out, was charged with CA. And also some text came out that David had sent his ex saying how he missed her, how he regretted where he was now. Well, of course, still being married to Jenelle. Yes, it seems like they were on the outs, but those texts came out. And then we also have the fact that today, apparently, an arrest warrant is out for David. So you've got texts about your husband, who is a horrible man that everybody cannot stand, who was texting his ex, talking about how horrible things are with you and how he wishes that he was back with her. Then you also have your husband who is charged with child abuse, and then that same husband has a warrant out for his arrest. And what does Jenelle Evans do? Defends him, double down, protect him, all of those things, in which a mother and a woman at this point in time, in this situation and scenario, should not be doing. At what point do we wake up? Like, I know for myself, I haven't woke up to shit really, really late. And I get it. You wake up and you're like, oh damn, what was I doing all this time? But honey, there is a child involved, a child in which has ran away from your home 3 times in a month. Your husband has done nothing good besides build up on the land. And really, that's for himself. What good has he brought to your house, your home life, your personal life? You call the police saying that he had abused you. Your child is running away. Everybody who comes in contact with this man has an issue. He has other children from previous relationships, children with whom he's also not allowed to see. So the common denominator is you and David, yet the two of them want to blame everybody else but themselves. It's Jace's fault. It's Barbara's fault. It's the investigators and police fault. Nobody's fault but you guys. How is it that you are constantly in some stuff, but it is never your fault? It's just that people have have it out for you. They're just doing this for no reason. There's no reason at all that CPS is involved. There's no reason at all that Barbara, your mother, doesn't want you to have Jace. There's no reason at all that Jace is running away from your home. It's just all made up. And she says everybody is lying when she is the biggest liar on the planet and takes ownership for nothing. So if I were Jenelle Evans on today, October 25th, who had court today, whose husband is texting his ex and has an arrest warrant out for child abuse, I would be feeling real motherfucking shitty right now and be trying to do everything possible to distance and disconnect myself from this crazed, unhinged man, David Eason. But I have a feeling that's not taking place. And it's so crazy because, like I said in my other video, I've been watching back Teen Mom 2, and I just got done with the episode where Jenelle and David get married, and Chelsea DeBoer is getting married to what's-his-face, Cole. So the stark contrast of their marriages and the leading up to their wedding and their planning and everything like that. Jenelle and David, it's fucking chaos. Everything's going wrong. They're screaming at each other out on the land, kicking out the filming crew, in the fucking shed, getting high. Just all types of dysfunction, you know, all the way up to the day. And then they come back the next day because she kicks MTV out from filming. They come back the next day, and both of them, David and Jenelle, are like, oh, nothing happened. We're all good now. It's all fine. But y'all were just cussing each other the fuck out on the land and kicking everybody the fuck out. And Janelle's like, I just wanted everything to be perfect and this, that, and the other. Okay, so you were a bridezilla. But Chelsea, on the other hand, she had her girlfriend, she had her little daughter, Aubrey. They're all taking their pictures, all coordinated in their outfits. She has all her family there. It was such like a sweet little moment, you know? And whereas Jenelle didn't even have her mother there. Did not even have her mother, Barbara, at her wedding. She had, in fact, no family there. Just friends and fucking David. So, it's really scary because it's like David has isolated her. And it's so weird to watch and go down. And the Ashley Reality Roundup just posted her article because Jenelle had to go to court today over the whole Jace situation, running away. You know, there was investigations into that because Jace went to the hospital and CPS had to get involved. And while they took Jace out of Janelle's custody, meaning he's physically no longer with her, I'm guessing she still has like custody, you know what I mean? But not custody, physical custody of him right now. He's with Barbara, which it seems is exactly where he wants to be. But the Ashley Reality Roundup, and if you, you know what, why am I acting like anybody who follows Teen Mom, you know who the Ashley is, okay? So the Ashley posted, she was out there at the courthouse with Jenelle. Jesus Christ. It's a mess. And this girl, I don't know how many times, like watching this show back, how many times they've been in and out of court, in and out of court, in and out of court. I'm like, how much have you paid in legal fees and lawyers and retainers? It's sickening, the waste of money. And for what? Because you can't get yourself together enough and realize that your children come first? Instead of a man who has literally fucked your life up? They say you could do bad all by yourself. Like, you did not need this man to come and fuck it up even more for you. It's like, literally, as soon as, like, I'm watching this back, like, I'm watching it happen. Yes, it happened years ago, but I'm physically watching Teen Mom right now as all this is going down. And as soon as he entered her life, shit was already downhill, but it went to hell in a handbasket. It went to literal fucking hell. Problem after problem. Her mom and her are never going to really be able to be on the same page if David is in the picture. And that's sad because Barbara is getting old. And the way that Jenelle has treated her mother after she has raised her children is sickening. It's really sickening. And I don't understand how she doesn't realize that Barbara is not going to be around forever. She's already old. You know, she already couldn't handle Jace, which is why she gave custody back to you. Because it was just a lot for her. And that's her mom, and she treats her like literal shit. Like, I watched the episode, and she was like, yeah, I don't like that bitch. And I'm like, oh, I don't even think my throat would allow the words to come out of my mouth to speak in my mother in that way. It would close the fuck up. Like, the hate she has for her, towards her mother, who only came and rescued and helped her when she could not do for herself. And it wasn't even that she didn't want to do for herself because she was too busy doing X, Y, and Z. And it's all in the show. It's all in the show. And Jenelle does this thing where she hates for people to be talking about her and she wants her privacy and she does this, that, and the other. But like, quite honestly, honey, like that, to be relevant, you need people talking about you because you're not on the show anymore. So, I mean, if people stop talking or stop giving a fuck, where would you be? And I don't think she has the maturity enough to like think things through all the way. I think she's 30. She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Jenelle is 30, right? So she's 31. I'm 30. So like, honestly, I know if I had children right now at 30, that is why I don't, I could not have kids right now because I'm nowhere near ready. And I know that. I know that. I could admit that to myself. And yes, she got pregnant young, But Barbara, her mom, really came in and handled fucking business, and I don't think she's ever given her mom props for that. I don't think she's ever said thank you for being there and handling business when I was not. Like, has she ever acknowledged that to her? Like, I haven't seen it on the show. So, a lot going on with them. For you all that are interested, the Ashley did put up an article like I was saying, so I wanted to kind of take a look. Okay, so the Ashley is reporting exclusive. Former Teen Mom star Jenelle Evans arrives at court to battle mom Barbara. Gets mad because she wasn't given privacy. See photos. So you see a picture of Jenelle walking in. She has like this, I guess, kind of pinkish top on. She's walking in, got her shades on. She looks to be by herself, sans David, because he was kicked out the first time. But apparently he was in the parking lot because he drove her there. It's like a really weird situation going down with these two. So they get pictures of her walking up. This is in Columbus County, Wednesday afternoon, and she looks very pissed the F off. It says, in pictures exclusively obtained by the Ashley, Jenelle can also be seen rolling up to the courthouse solo. As Ashley previously told you, Jenelle was required to attend court on Wednesday for her ongoing custody battle with her mom. Ongoing. Literally, I'm at a point now where Jenelle and David, they're all about to go to the reunion. This is when Javi and Brianna are, kind of talking. Kale just had, her third baby. Leah is doing her thing. I don't think Leah's, from what I've seen, I think she's a good mom. Yes, she had her struggle, but, she's one of my favorite moms on here. She seems to, have gotten it together. We have Chelsea doing her thing. Her storyline always kind of really is dry to me. But of course, who has the most drama going on but Jenelle? She's literally in custody battle with her mom at this point when this was airing. I don't even know, what year was this? This season is season 8. So she's not even on the show anymore. So she was having custody issues then. Then her other child, Kaiser, she was having custody issues with him as well. So all her kids got an issue besides Inslee, who is shared between David and Jenelle. How is it constant drama for one person? But that one person never gets the clue that maybe they're the issue or their choices and decisions. It's so wild. So again, in 2023, she's back in court for an ongoing custody battle with her mom, Barbara. Barbara is too damn old to be running up and down from the damn courthouse. She's too old for that shit, but of course she does it because she loves her grandson. But, why are you putting your mother through all of this? Just havoc. It makes no sense. The main purpose of the hearing will be to do a check-in on Jace, who has been living with Barbara for the last week or so. Jenelle, who asked for privacy in a recent interview with Daily Mail, was very angry when she saw paparazzi photographers and news cameras set up in front of the courthouse. So not only was the Ashley there, other news, publications and outlets were also there with their cameras set up. Because it's asinine. It's so... How has she gotten away with this shit for so long is what I want to know. So she's upset because she sees the paparazzi and she gets very angry. She uses a side entrance. It screams, "Thanks for respecting my privacy," as she walks into the courthouse, the source says, as she flips everyone off. And Ashley just wants to also note that she was 10 minutes late for court. How are you going to a court hearing where you're in question of being an unfit mother and you arrive 10 minutes late? What more can you show that you simply don't give a fuck? It's so obvious. I don't know why she just won't just say fuck it. I don't understand. Just be like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know what her issue is. So apparently Jace and Barbara were there, but they weren't anywhere near Jenelle. The Ashley was told that although Janelle's ever-present husband, David Eason, wasn't allowed to attend the court hearing because he was removed back on October 12th, he was present outside the courthouse after Jenelle went in. David, who was charged on Tuesday, which is yesterday, with CA, has not been arrested and has not turned himself in to the press at this time. So, it continues. It says, on Tuesday, Jenelle stated on Instagram that she was ready for court. Let's go to court. I've been waiting on our day. I feel so violated by the system. Wait until the day you hear the truth. She's been saying that for fucking years. And she's always the victim. Always the victim. It's everybody else doing something to, to Jenelle. They have picked her out for some reason. Madness. She told Daily Mail that the cops should be investigated. Girl, no. You're just mad because they investigated a little too hard and now your shit is all out here. And they should be investigating someone else and not David. Girl! Who else should they be investigating? Is she okay? I think she's unwell. She insinuated in further comments that the person who should be investigated is actually her son Jace. So you really, after everything David has done, and even things that he's done to you, that you have shared, you're gonna say that this is on your son? And that your son should be investigated? I think he really, and you know what, I keep saying, I think he has her brainwashed, but no. This is on her. This is on her, too. Wow. And in the past, she has stated on social media that Barbara should also be investigated. Investigated for what? Raising your child since infancy? Trying to give him the best, out of a fucked up situation? Being there when he needs help? Investigated for what, Jenelle? Are you kidding? But y'all are the one with the shed. I saw that shed watching this back, and I'm like, I know all types of shit that goes on in that damn shed when they be in and out. Wow. The police are looking into the wrong person right now, Jenelle told the site. There's a vile situation going on. You are exactly right. You and David and all that y'all are doing is the vile situation. But you think that people are plotting and planning to take you down. Insane. There's a vile situation going on, and it's not pertaining to my husband. This story is one-sided, and no interviews were conducted asking what happened when the incident occurred. I cannot say any details at this time because it is about my son's mental health. That's enough of a detail right there. So you're trying to say it's your, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Jenelle? None of that happened. He imagined it. It didn't take place. There's no ring cam footage that the CPS, police, and Jace have. It's just a figment of our imagination. It does not exist. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. This is about my son's mental health, not about my husband, and I cannot stress that enough. She continued, our time will come out of court, and we will have our day to present the evidence that has been adding up since 2017. Girl, bye. And again, it doesn't have anything to do with my husband. Wow. So the Ashley says she's going to continue to give updates as this goes on, but it sounds like Jenelle is going to go down with the ship with this man. and was gonna forsake her kid. Oh. Well, Jenelle, you know, you got the Sun and all these articles coming out that David has a warrant out for his arrest. Apparently, the Sun can exclusively reveal that a warrant has been filed for David's arrest in North Carolina. I don't see anything that has been served, but there is a warrant out for his arrest, the court clerk told U.S. Sun after charges were filed for child abuse earlier this week, which was yesterday. So, it's crazy. They can just call up the court clerk and ask, hey, is there a warrant out for David's arrest? And she's like, yeah, there's a warrant. They haven't been able to serve it. But yeah, there's a warrant. And like, the clerk is quoted. Wild times. But now, I guess, does that mean David's ducking and dodging from being served? Like, does that mean he has to turn himself in? Wild. The 35-year-old was charged earlier this week with misdemeanor child abuse, as TMZ first reported, which was yesterday. And David allegedly assaulted the MTV star's eldest child, Jace, in front of a neighbor's home in North Carolina on September 28th before the teen ran away for the third time. So, you know, I guess I should say all of this is alleged in my opinion and da-da-da-da-da-da. So, you know, allegedly all of this is happening, but you know what I mean. It's wild. It's fucking wild. So let me, before I get off of here, see if anything went. Oh Lord, she does have something on her story. Hold on. She posted, who's that Kaiser on Inslee's bike? And she says, yep, here she goes. There isn't any warrant issued. Oh Lord, literally after didn't she say she was going MIA? So she posted this 20 minutes ago. I could have sworn she said she was going MIA for a while. So the news comes out that David has an arrest warrant that I just said, and she's saying, so anything that comes out, she's saying is the fucking opposite. But then later it comes out that that's actually what's happened. So like, Jenelle, please stop. Give it up. So she posted on her IG story, there isn't any warrant issued. Once again, media lying again. Laughing face. It's getting... I need to screenshot this. Hold on. Because it goes too fast. Okay, she says there isn't any warrant issued. Once again, media lying again. It's getting insane at this point. Don't believe the Sun or the Ashley or these stupid Teen Mom fan pages, because just like I said, they get stupid sources and don't fact check beforehand. But every time the Ashley or TMZ or the Sun has said something, it turns out to be true, Jenelle. So it's like all these people are saying the same thing, but they're all lying and you're the only one telling the truth. It so reminds me of like fucking Amber Heard. Like, it's just so whack. It's so whack. So that is her statement on David and the story coming out that he has an arrest warrant out, which the Sun called the county clerk and that's what they said. So I guess that's the stupid source that Jenelle is claiming is stupid. Don't believe, but it's the U.S. court's clerk that apparently the Sun spoke to. Like, girl, it's not fucking looking good. It's not looking good. So, ooh, I'm glad I checked before I got off of here. I'm sure. And it's so interesting. What does David say? He needs to say nothing. He needs to say nothing. He has this girl and all this fucking shit because of him and his behavior. And she's footing the bill for all this legal shit that she wouldn't be in if she wasn't with him. And he ain't doing shit. He don't even work. So to be fair, I did just go on to Ashley and she said like 10 minutes ago, guys, I have never confirmed there was a warrant issued. That was the Sun. To my knowledge, there has not been one issued. Just a criminal summons. Just FYI, for those who have been asking, I did not report on this because no court has confirmed this to me. So, the Ashley has some real legit fucking connect. She's been following the Teen Moms for years. So she's very trustworthy. So I'm gonna trust her over the sun on this for sure. So if she's saying that there's no warrant, even though, you know, they've exclusively put things out and talked to the clerk and whatnot, we're gonna hold that, because she's saying that the court has not confirmed that to her. So once again, David, that's a little slippery little snake. He just has a way of getting out of shit. Like, people are rooting for the day that he gets, like, his just due. Like, it's crazy. It's cray.